Primer's done. Primer is dry. You know what that means? It's time for paint. All right, we've chosen a couple of colors here for the background in the Fishroom studio. I don't know what we're calling it yet. If you have an idea for a name, post it in the comment down below. If you have something, if you got something, let me know. Post it down below, and we'll consider it. We'll consider it. If you got something good, we'll consider it. Okay. So our first color is Nocturne Blue, very dark blue. Captain Insano dark blue. Some people say, hey, don't make your room super dark, but super dark backgrounds are much easier to work with when on camera, because look at this. If I'm out here in the white, it's like, hey guys, welcome to the void, where I'm floating around in the white space. Oh look, I got a door back behind me, at least their perspective now. So Nocturne Blue is the first one, very dark. The next one is Black Locust, which looks like kind of charcoal, lighter than charcoal, but it's a gray. We're gonna throw both these up. We're gonna see what it looks like. We'll do some test shots, see what it is. I don't know. I mean, the unfortunate thing about putting out dark colors is it takes a bunch of coats to go over dark colors once you already have them up. So, you know, taking a shot, taking a trust with some photographers that I talked to that do a lot of videography. They were like, look, you want a dark gray background, maybe a dark blue, but go dark, because it's going to work best for what you're trying to do, trying to accomplish. The one thing I need to figure out is how to paint the garage door, because obviously I can paint the rails. I can paint the outside of the rails. That won't be a problem. The rail hanging from the ceiling, that kind of stuff. Although I do want to replace the rail from the ceiling. I think I'm going to do a black pipe that comes down to hold the rail in place. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, but I want to replace it with something. But I do have an issue with the PVC shell on the door there. If I can paint it, I can paint it. I fear the cracked and shitty peeling paint over time. Okay, I got to call out to the garage door guy. I'm gonna see if he has a good recommendation. If he has a good recommendation of something to do, I'll follow his recommendation, because that's the whole point of asking experts for advice, right? But that's where we're at. We'll throw you up on the time lapse and paint this wall and see what it looks like. The materials we're using today, we're using our trusty, where is it? I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. We're using our trusty zebra paintbrush. I don't know. Am I saying that correctly? I don't know. The reason I like these is that the bristles are pretty nice. These are real easy to work for cutting in edgewise. And then the handle, I don't super fatigue my hand with this handle. So even if I'm painting for a couple hours, this handle doesn't seem to make me carpal tunnel or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Pains, hand pains, wrist pains, finger pains, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. We have less of those. So that's it. Pretty simple. And 24-inch roller. We'll bust up with some of this nasty. Which one should I do first? The blue. I think I'm going to do the blue first, because it's the one I'm undecided about. The gray, I think the gray is going to be fine. The gray is going to be hot. Should I do the blue first? I don't know. I got to think for a minute. Cue the time lapse. All right, we are 2 coats in. And 2 coats is not good enough. We're gonna need a 3rd and final coat, which is actually fine because still got enough paint to do our 3rd coat. I haven't done the gray yet, mainly because blue took 2 coats. Took a little while. I was doing it in the evening, and yeah, I think it was midnight. I don't know. It was like midnight or something. Anyhow, the blue is up. We're going to need a 3rd coat, which is I have to admit, I thought I was going to get it on 2 coats, but in the back of my mind, I was like, it's probably going to take 3. And that's fine, because we still got our rollers out and still has blue on it. We will swap over to gray when it comes time to do the gray, and we'll get ripping on that. Still want to figure out what color I want to do the ceiling. Probably white, and I still need to figure out how to paint that door, but we'll get there. All right, the deep dark blue is finished. It did take 3 coats. It is what it is. It did take 3 coats, and that's fine because I put 3 coats on it. That's how long it took. It's not. Is it the perfect paint job? No, it's not the perfect paint job, but it's pretty good, and it'll be fine. And the best that will ever be seen is, you know, camera background. So we're good to go. Is the wall perfect? No. There's one seam I don't like, but whatever. It's done. Done is better than perfect. I think Casey Neistat said that, and I agree with that statement. Done is better than perfect. So we're moving on to the gray. Whatever the gray color is. What color is the gray color? Black locust. All right, here we go.
Guys, the painting is all done. The painting was done a long time ago. One of the things I didn't record was that we had to change the blue color. We ended up with a color called Starless Night. That's the blue that's behind us, and the reason for that, as you can see right here, you can change the color of this paint as far as cameras are concerned by throwing a different color of light on it. We've got a pink light right behind me right now. Now, if I really wanted it to be a special background moment, I would put more lights on it, but right now I just have a light on the back of the chair. It worked out really well. We went with the Behr i300, which is the Behr professional paint. By the way, it's the cheapest Behr paint that you can buy. I've used this on buildings, interiors, exteriors, fences, many different projects. This paint is fine. Every once in a while you might need to do an additional coat like we did with that lighter blue color. It came out looking like a weird blueberry and I didn't like it. But the Behr Pro paint, in my opinion, you save so much money on how much it costs compared to the fancy high-end paints out there that I just find it to be totally worth it to use the Behr instead of the other expensive stuff. If you're talking a difference between $60 a gallon or $18 a gallon, it can really add up, especially if you're not doing a gigantic project. So that's my favorite paint. I use it all the time and it works great and it came out great, Starless Night. And glad to say I don't have to do, well, I'm not glad to say I don't have to do more painting. I have more painting to do all the time. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Big shout out to all the patrons out there who are supporting the channel and the YouTube members who are supporting the channel. If you want to see more content from me, if you want to support my creative endeavors, you can. You don't have to. You can if you want to, but they're appreciated one way or another. Bye.